Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk, thinking right. In my dining room doing what I do for you. It's raining outside and the lab ain't been delivered yet, but I'm getting there. But for now, I'm doing it for you in my dining room. Let's go. Right as in 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message in a story for life. These are life lessons. I'm hoping you're getting them. I'm giving them. Let's start with the mission statement. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and hopefully motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Get to know yourself a little better. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's the question. Know thyself? Do you? A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Don't be them. A person who knows not but knows that they know not, simple. I can teach you. Tune in. That's why I do what I do for you. A person who knows not but believes they know, dangerous, avoid them. It's no good. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep. I can awaken you. Come on, let's go. A person who knows and knows that they know, wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Know thyself, and to Mayat be true. Yeah, the scales. Right thinkers, my students, the class, this was for you. I'm wrapping it up with the right thinkers. Let's talk about being Heru. Is actually mastering you. Let's talk about that because that's the end goal for my right thinkers. Let's do it. When you master all nine aspects of your personality, elements in self, you will become a self master, hence, master right thinker. That's what my goal from all my students. Heru is the original Christ, the anointed one, the Son of God. All those qualities is what Heru represents. So whoever you want to call it, with it is all the same thing, but it's what you have to do to become Heru. That's the lessons that I give to you. Heru is you becoming spiritually enlightened, aka master of yourself, with knowledge of how to correct and master your personalities. With these nine you got is enough to have a mastery of yourself. Anything above that, it's like going to college or getting special levels, but with these nine is the basics for you to be a better you and guarantee your situation in the afterlife, because it's all about you perfecting your personality, mastering yourself. You can't claim Haruhood without mastering all nine parts of self. Master self means you didn't just master seven of them. You didn't master eight of them. You didn't master two or three of them. The goal is to master all of them. That's part of yourself. You have to be a master of self in all aspects. That's right thinking philosophy will teach you how to do just that. That's my point. That's what I try to do on a weekly basis now for my students. Let's go. Find your hero in you. That's Heru. Some people call it the dark side. When you mastering you, you want to know all about you. Your ego is your dark side. You need to master and control and conquer your dark side. The stuff that you don't want to deal with it. Master it. That's how you become a better you. That's what I do. All right. You have to be willing to put in the work it takes daily to do that. That's right thinking philosophy. Every day you get up and be the best you can be. When you obtain self-knowledge, knowledge of self, you will change. Why? Because now you know what to do. You're getting to work on yourself. Right thinking is right thinking is strengthening your weaknesses of your personality. I say, when I had bad relationships and your other half who knows you tell you about yourself, I didn't get upset. I took it personal and changed that so they couldn't tell me again. That's growth. All right. Knowledge is the weapon you have to find the hero in you. Use it to your benefit. Know thyself is your goal. Right thinkers. Anybody else? I don't know. Well, this is my right thinkers. I teach this. This is what I need you to understand. With total knowledge of self, you become your own hero. You look up, you look inside, and you find God. You find the greatest love inside you. It's you. Knowing who you are is the greatest love of all. Thank you, Muhammad Ali. All right, here you go. Heru is the true you, a.k.a. the Son of God. He didn't just have one son. He didn't just send one. I ain't going there. All right, stick to the lesson. All right, the spirit in man is God, resurrected over and over until it gets enlightened and it'll go home. E.T., go home. Yeah, your internal soul wants to go home. Your body wants to go home. If you don't lighten it or enlighten it, it's going to go back to somebody else and they're going to get a chance to do it again, conceptually. All right. When you reach the nihas, when you reach a.k.a. spiritual awakening, you have become master of self. It only happens that way. The Kundalini awakening, you have to wake it up from the inside. That means you have to do certain things, learn certain lessons, and it will happen on its own. That's what it's all about. Living, doing, and being right, that's how it comes. I have reached that level, nihas, through what? Hard work and consistency. It don't just work overnight. It don't just work in a few months. It might not work in a few years, but as long as you put in the work, you're on the right track. Okay, right thinking is mastering your personality with knowledge of it, and then you correct it. Why? To master it, so your emotions won't be a problem. Why? Because you know how to control them. Your ego won't be a problem. Why? You know how to control it. Your mouth won't be a problem. Why? You know how to control that also. Think before you speak. It's a well-known art. When you know yourself, you will have put in the work, and that's the only way it will happen. You can't cheat it. You can't steal it. You can't buy it. You got to do it. That's the unique part about finding yourself and knowing yourself for yourself. It don't benefit nobody else other than myself to know who I am. Now, my friends and loved ones benefit from me being a different person, but I receive all the benefits. Why? I put in all the work. You can too. It's a big deal. Here you go. Next one. Right thinking teaches you how to become Heru. That's the goal of right thinking. I'm teaching you how to be the best you can be. Why? Showing you how I did it. Teaching you how to do it for yourself. That's why I teach. That's why I master the art of right thinking, so I can teach it to others. So then you can master it, and guess what? You can pass it along. I don't own it. Here we go. I'm Heru. You can be Heru too. Why? By practicing right thinking, a.k.a. Maya, living daily. Not every now and then. Not when the mood hits. Every day. You won't see me without right thinking, unless I'm going to somewhere where it's, but other than that, I'm every day right thinking. I'm living. I understand it. I teach it. That's all I do. Why? It works for me. You can do what you want. I'm just telling you what I do. When you practice right thinking philosophy, your goal is to become Heru, your best you. God on earth in the flesh. Christ did it, and we respect him, and I got no problem with that. You can do the same thing. That's why I got a problem with people not thinking they can do what he did. When you perfecting your personality daily, you're right thinking. You're living righteous. That's all it is. At work, treat people nice. Whenever you're at, just treat people nice. And be a decent person. That's all you got to do. It takes care of self after that. I work on being my best self daily. That's right thinking. That's what I'm trying to tell you. All right? If you give 100% effort to being your best self, you're a right thinker. Okay? I don't put stipulations on what and how to do it. What works for you is right thinking. That's what makes right thinking work for any and everybody who chooses to use it. It's your own. Sorry about that. I'm getting to the end now. I'm winding it down. Again, I appreciate you tuning in. But this is the part about mastery of self that everybody wants to get to. But the work you got to put in to achieve it, a lot of people fall short. That's all I'm saying. I am Heru. You can be too. Again, this is all about being your best self. Heru is you becoming God-like in the flesh with knowledge of self. Yeah. You can learn life lessons and live them. That's becoming Heru. Why? You're becoming wise. You're experiencing things that you can put in your pocket. Say, I know this. What you believe, I could care less about. What you think, I'll entertain listening. But what do you know is what's more important than both those things. When you put in your work, right thinking philosophy daily, living it, you will achieve whatever point of goal you start out. Why? Because that's how it's done. Being Heru means you are the master of you. That's what it's all about. Understand this. I want you to be your master. I ain't got a problem. Don't have a problem with other master right thinkers. Why? We all doing the same thing. So it's not an issue. It's not a competition. It's not an AKA pissing match. It's the way of life that will benefit those who choose to use it. That's all I can tell you. That's all I'm telling you. When you know that I am Heru, AKA I know myself, you achieve nihas. You have become spiritually enlightened. You have become a master of yourself, just like I am. I know myself. That makes me Heru. Do you know yourself? If not, tune in, check out your board. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you.